Hey guys, what's going on? Revan here. I just want to go ahead and take this time and say thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my page. This is awesome. I'm starting this new podcast. We're on a little low budget. As you can see, I got broken beats. This microphone's being held up by a wedge and a stand. Very low budget as we're starting out. So any donations like headphones, I don't care if they're from the 90s or even the 80s, as long as they work, something that our visitors can use. Also, anything for production wise, like for microphones or for microphone stands, or for you want to send some money, that's fine too. All the money goes to the show. It doesn't go into my pocket. So if you want to donate, hit me up on Facebook, same page, Revan Mandalore, and I'll answer your questions with that. It would be very appreciated. As you know, this show is completely pro bono, so we don't make a profit at all. First thing I want to go into is I have some papers around here with Beam on it. Beam is a Bigelow Bigelow Expandable Activity Module. There it is. I got the papers right here. And NASA spent, how much money does it say here? $17.8 million. All right, $17.8 million is a lot of money. And with government, especially with NASA, why buy one when you can buy two twice the price? You know what I'm saying? I know they got more than one because you have to test it. So $17.8 million on one, and they got more than two. And following this, supposed to be a developed under a NASA contract in an effort to test and validate expandable habitat technology. Now, before I go any further with this, $17.8 million. Why can't that go towards funding of schools, homeless veterans, hospitals, children? I don't know. Well, see, it's supposed to be a quiet space for astronauts. You're in space. Leave it at that. Also, it's going to be at the ISS for a 2-year demonstration period. So if anything breaks within this 2 years, they gotta send more parts up into space, and that's going to cost more money too. It sounds like a money pit to me. Great idea. Don't get me wrong. It is a perfect idea for astronauts. They need a quiet space too. But activity module, I can understand. Okay, activities. Like a treadmill. If you've been up in space, I haven't. But I've done the research, I've read the books, I've seen the movies. You lose muscle mass. You lose a lot because you're weightless. So, of course you're going to gain weight. I can understand getting something for activities up there. That still tickles me though. A quiet space. In space. A quiet space in space. Quiet place in space. I always thought space was relatively quiet. Now, okay, don't get me wrong, yeah, space is loud, okay, from all the radiation from the sun, the Earth's magnetic field, space debris moving about in low orbit at 1,700 feet or what, 70,000 feet or some bullshit like that. I get it, okay? To the naked ear, it's quiet. For those who haven't been in space, it's quiet, okay? I don't understand why you need a quiet place when space is already quiet. I don't know. Again, that's just me. The one cool thing about this is this is supposed to be for future inhabited places that are usually uninhabitable, like Mars. You put a little space station out on Mars and they got an activity module. Okay, but what's the actual purpose besides a quiet space and activity room? They say it's for future. Let me find it. So they say it's for future missions that, you know, could be inhabitable places. Got it. Is it still going to be a quiet space? That's all it is to me. That's all I'm seeing. Is it? Because I was watching the Science Channel, like I normally do, like any science fiction geek would. I'm watching Science Channel and I see this commercial for the Bigelow Expandable Activity Module, and I'm thinking, oh. And then the guy said, "A quiet space for astronauts," and that just tickled me. I had to go on to Google, find the pertinence, and I had to share my opinion with you, because that one right there, the quiet space, is just, I keep coming back to that. It's bullshit. You want to spend money on a quiet space, in a quiet space. That's like refrying refried beans. That's like killing some shit twice. Or, as Biff would put it from Back to the Future, you know, that's as funny as a screen door in a battleship, and then Marty McFly would come back and say, "Screen door on a submarine, you dork." So, yeah, I can understand the great possibilities for the astronauts, as in activities, you know, staying healthy, in shape. Not a quiet space. I can't see that. What else I can't see is $17.8 million just for one. I mean, I can't justify that money. Maybe they can. Maybe you can put 4 or 5 astronauts' lives valued at $17.8 million. Or maybe you can value their welfare at $17.8 million. Their recreation, I can see that, valuing their recreation at $17.8 million for 5 people. For 5 at the max, 5 people. And they say only 2 people can go in it at once. So I mean, it's ridiculous. This whole situation here with NASA is flawed. That's why NASA was disbanded anyway, and they made room for SpaceX. If you don't know what SpaceX is, it's the people who make the rocket boosters and all the top secret shit that goes into the shuttle itself, or the rocket itself, whatever they use. So I mean. It serves as a vital pathfinder for validating the benefits of expandable habitats. NASA will leverage the ISS, the International Space Station, which is already up in orbit, in order to test its technology for a 2-year demonstration period. It will be launched in the unpressurized aft trunk compartment of the Dragon spacecraft. That's one of the crafts that SpaceX uses. I used to work there. I did production, or I forgot what it was. Making pretty good money. I mean, it was a temp job. Making pretty good money there. So, oh, I'm sorry. The beam will be launched in the unpressurized aft trunk compartment of the Dragon spacecraft on the 8th resupply mission to the International Space Station, SpaceX CRS-8. The launch scheduled for 2016 in the spring, that's already passed. So how long have they been funding this operation without us knowing? I mean, guys, if you want to know where your tax money is going, you got to pay attention to the House bills, the Senate bills, all that. Even their budget draft for the whole year, it's in there. And it's public use. You can go anywhere. Library of Congress. You can go Google, CNN. You can fucking go anywhere you want, and you can find this information. You may not know where your money. I know where my money's going. It's going to bullshit operations like the beam. How many of you people feel the same? $17.8 million just for fucking one piece of equipment. And what's inside that equipment? How much did that shit cost? All right. The 8th resupply mission for the beam has already happened in the spring of 2016. How much was sent up there? on the 7 prior missions. You see what I'm saying? Your money's disappearing. Government's broke. Congress doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm not going to go into our president. He'll just make me upset. He's been making me upset since he's been running. Fucking liar. But I'm going to leave it at that. What I want to pick up on, though, is what are your opinions? You know, give me some feedback. You know, say, hey, it's not all that bad, and here's why. You know, hey, I agree with you because this money can be put to better use. I understand that we got guys in space, and it's our duty as Americans to keep our people safe. I can give a fuck less about the Russians. I don't give a fuck about them. But absolutely, spare no expense to keep our astronauts alive. This is just an activity module. $17.8 million per one. Construction of one. I'm not talking about to maintain it. I'm not talking about what went inside of it. I'm not talking about to upkeep. I guess that's maintain. Yeah. I'm not talking about maintain. I'm not talking about what goes inside the beam. It's just $17.8 million to build one expandable activity module. That's what I want to know. What's so important that it had to cost that much? If it's going up to the space station unpressurized, it doesn't need any pressure or lack thereof to expand it and contract it. I understand it needs the pressure once it's expanded. It needs the pressure inside of it so that way, you know, the astronauts' bloods don't boil. I can understand all that. What I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around is how come it costs so damn much. I understand shit ain't cheap, especially in our economy today. Shit is not cheap. I understand that. And that's not what I'm getting at either. What I want to know is how come it costs so much for just building it. Your guys' input is very much welcome. Please, again, you guys have questions, send it to there. Facebook.com/RevanMandalore. I will answer any questions personally. It's just me doing this podcast. I'm the producer, I'm the director, I'm the talent. Sometimes I'll have guests with me. Got to find another microphone, another stand, and another pair of earphones for my guests. But that's all I'm here for. I'm here to educate you guys, and you know, I would love feedback. All right. So once again, Facebook.com/RevanMandalore. Follow me there. There you'll learn the time, the topic, the date, updates to specific podcast shows. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, we're not having one tonight. Sorry about it. I'll make it up. Or it could be a topic change. I think this coming Monday, as always, Raw Review. Make sure you're there for the Raw Review because Money in the Bank is on Sunday. So there's going to be a lot to cover with Monday Night Raw. We could have a new champion. We could have, everything's unpredictable with ladder matches and especially pay-per-views. So again, follow me there. Ask me questions. I love questions. I love answering them. Do what you got to do to get to my page. Ask me these questions. Sundays, I like to do Q&A. I like to answer your guys' questions. So Sunday, this next coming Sunday, I will do a Q&A. Times are already posted on Revan Mandalore Facebook page. Again, I can't stress it, guys. Go over there, hit that follow button. Here, hit that subscribe button. Do it now. I'll wait for you. Okay. Now that you guys have subscribed, and now that we're done talking about Beam, and you know my opinion on it, I got some cannabis. I'm going to go ahead and share that with you too. See, look at this. Look at this. beats all messed up. But hey, I want to thank my boy Corey. He set me up with these earphones. He said, "Oh man, I don't use these anymore. Here, use them for your podcast as long as they work." And I think they still work. And sure enough, you know, they're working just fine. What I have here is some Reggie with some skunk. Now the reason why I put Reggie and skunk together is because I only had a little bit of skunk left, but I have more skunk than I do Reggie, so I just mixed the two. Reggie gives me a headache. Maybe this won't be so bad. But you know, with Reggie, I mean, it's fucking nasty. Everyone knows that, but it's something, right? Now I can't find my lighter. It's always something. It's always something. So, now that I don't have a lighter, I mean, I got my bowl, got my grinder, got my weed, got all that. I just don't know where my lighter is. Anyway, I got a Heineken as well. Love Heineken beer. More of an ale, obviously. I'm not going to do this. You know what Heineken tastes like. This is really starting to irritate me. I don't have a lighter around here. Well, that just blows. Because I was like, oh, it's in my pocket. It was in my pocket the entire time. All right. So what do y'all want to hear? I mean, I need topics for upcoming. I mean, I can't do an alcohol/weed review every Wednesday. I mean, I'd like to throw something else in with Monday Night Raw. I mean, that's 3 hours consolidated into 30 minutes. You know, so that's kind of pushing it. But Wednesdays, Friday, I'd love to have topics. Doesn't matter what it is. Even if I don't know anything about it, I will do the research. I will read up on it. I will find pictures. I will find excerpts. I will find from the opinions page. I'll find anything I need to find. If you give me a topic that would be, you know, someone would actually have fun watching it. So yeah, again, guys, give me a like on the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Uh-oh. Go to my Facebook page. Again, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I lost the paper. Oh well. Revan Mandalore. Alright, Facebook.com/Revan Mandalore. You will find me there. I will answer any questions. And guys, I think that's about it. So do your part. Stay up on the topics here. Stay up with me. Stay up with the channel. If you want to be on the show, hey, hit me up. You know, I do the shows right from my house, right from the shop in my backyard. Next Wednesday, for my Sam Adams review for cherry wheat and summer ale, I will have my buddy Jeff with me. Hopefully, he already said he'd stop by. I'll have him with me. We'll go over the two beers. I've already had the cherry wheat, but I'm gonna wait to give the review. But I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this Heineken right here, though. I mean, we have so much fun on this show. All we do is talk shit, share opinions, drink beer, enjoy cannabis. I don't call it weed. I ain't gonna call it weed no more. It's not a weed, it's a flower. It's a plant and a flower. What's the difference between a flower and a weed? Weed is you don't want it growing there. A flower or a plant, you do. I would love to have a yard full of cannabis. The healing properties are so badass. But yeah, guys, again, we like to have fun here. Give me a shout with your name. I will put you on the show if you want to be on the show. Donate. Donate earphones. Donate money if you want. Donate microphone stands, microphones. Hell, I'll even take cannabis if you want to send that to me. I don't care. And I'll review it for you. And I'll give your name a shout out on the podcast. Again, guys, facebook.com/RevanMandalore. Go there, follow the page, ask me questions. You'll get a sincere reply from me personally, Revan. Hit the like button here with this video. Hit that subscribe button too. And stick around for more shows. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, y'all.